something I drew. It's the best I could do, but. So right here, guys, this is you getting a loan for $100,000. That loan, that agreement, is also known as a promissory note, a negotiable instrument, and also a security. And so here's my version of a bank. What the bank does is that it records that promissory note as an asset. And so they do that so they can basically credit you the money instead to create a liability. But remember what I said. This is the asset. This is the initial value. This is what creates the security. Without this, you cannot credit this. So, this new asset, right, came from you and the bank. Liability means the bank owes money related to the new asset. However, they make us think that this $100,000 comes from them, a vault somewhere. Anyway, here's why I find this to be astonishing. Under the Securities Exchange Act of 1933, promissory notes are securities. And basically what these banks do is that they take all those securities, they bundle it up in a pool, and then they sell them as asset-backed securities. Now, the advantage for banks in having these securities is that they can take these securities and liquidate them. They can also be used as collateral. And what's interesting about that is if you like to read and you dive into, for example, the UCC, particularly UCC 3-302, which talks about the holder in due course doctrine. And the definition for holder in due course is very fitting to us when we play the same in this role of this transaction and this birth of this security. Remembering that it begins with us. So if we never did participate in the creation of these securities, banks wouldn't be able to generate the millions and billions of dollars that they generate in the trade of these securities. The borrower is the initial issuer of the promissory note, also known as a negotiable instrument, also known as a loan, and arguably retains a stake in its value, especially when the bank monetizes it beyond the value of the loan itself. In hindsight, you are an investor. And so whenever I think about, for example, a person who is undergoing some struggles, defaults on their loan, on their mortgage, and then the bank comes in and tries to foreclose them, okay, they go ahead and do that, but they still generated millions of dollars through that loan from that person that they foreclosed on. So I don't really believe it's a fair deal, if you ask me. And based on the laws, based on the Uniform Commercial Code, which governs all behaviors in commerce, yeah, it's not a fair deal. So do what you will with that information, but it might just make you think next time you sign an agreement. Perhaps you want to read and learn. What are you signing away? It could be millions of dollars.